want to talk about the current tour. How has the Shoganai tour been so far? Because you've been in France, you just said that you were in Madrid. How was the tour? Yeah,
it's been amazing so far. I think we've had some of the best shows of our lives, to be honest.
Yeah, I think
some of the craziest.
And it's like we say, is our favorite show of the year or of the last 5 or 6 tours, and we're saying this each night. So that's a good sign.
I think yesterday in Madrid was really unbeatable. But it's great. It's great.
Crazy. That's why. Do you have any standout moments, like any experiences or anecdote that you can share with us?
Maybe I would say Toulouse, the girl from Toulouse. We have a speech in Oblivion, in our song Oblivion. And there was this girl who's a big fan of the band, and she had a tattoo that says, "I'll be okay," on her arm, which is part of the lyrics of the song. And she came to the meet and greet and she was crying a lot already. But then during the song, like, she was crying so much. So I started crying as well. And it was a very, very emotional moment. I went down and then I hugged her as well. So I think that was one of the special moments of this tour. I don't know, like funny ones, I would say probably the boat.
The boat in Paris.
When everyone was jumping, and then when we stopped jumping, you could feel the boat moving a lot, which was crazy. But we've had loads of great moments.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And it's crazy, well, in a good way, that girl had a tattoo with your lyrics. So how do you feel about that? I mean, it's like, because it's something about Ankor. I mean, it's like something that you brought in. So how do you feel about that? Like someone having like a tattoo, so it's like...
It's time we see something like that. It's incredible. We feel very proud of it.
Okay. And it happens more and more.
Yeah, and
it's crazy.
I want to say, for me, it's a bit weird only when they have tattoos of Jessie's faces mainly. But I guess it's...
But it's cool as well.
Yeah, of course. It's admiration.
So cool. We actually had, at the meet and greet now, there was a girl as well who asked us to write Ankor. And each one of the 5 of us had to write one letter of Ankor. So we're 5, so that was all the letters, because she was going to get it tattooed. So it happens quite a lot lately, but it's cool.
Yeah, that's fantastic. You're sharing with the stage with Conquer Divide, Dark Reborn, and Seven Blood. How is the vibe going on? Yeah,
it's great. It's great. For the first half of the tour, we're touring with Seven Blood and Conquer Divide, and then we're changing for the second half. And Seven Blood are leaving, and the Dark Reborn are coming. And I have to say, it's fantastic. Like, the vibe with everyone is just perfect. Everyone's having a great time. We're all helping each other out a lot. So it's great. Seriously, this tour is being a 10 out of 10. So it's fantastic.
That's good to know. That's good to know. I wanted to ask you about your daily routines, because I guess that when touring, it's quite fun, but at the same time, it's like quite exhausting. I can imagine it's pretty intense. How do you prepare yourself, like physically and mentally, every time that you need to go on stage?
Well, mostly I think we try to stay as healthy as we can. Like, for example, we got loads of vaccines as well before going on tour, for flu, for COVID, for everything, just in case. We try to eat as healthy as we can. Also drinking warm drinks. No alcohol. We don't drink alcohol. So we take good care of ourselves on tour. Unfortunately, sometimes you can't avoid it, because now David and I and Fito, we caught something like, they started like 2 or 3 days ago, and I'm feeling it today, which is shit. But we have 2 days off after today. So I hope I get better in these 2 days, because I can feel it a little bit on my voice now. But yeah.
Yeah, and it's not because of the shows or talking or whatever. We got something.
Yeah. Yeah, because we had like 6 shows in a row in the UK. We were perfect. Vocally, I was like perfect as well.
I think it's easy when you are 23 people living in
sharing
a small
place. Space. If someone gets something, we all get it. Which is that's the worst part of being on tour.
Yeah.
And obviously you meet a lot of people, you get close to a lot of people. So it's easy to catch something. but I just hope it leaves soon.
Yeah, but it's nice that you have a healthy lifestyle during the tour. So I guess that it's really, really good.
Loads of fitness.
And then that you have 2 days off to to relax a little bit or visit. Well, you are from here, but you can visit a lot of places.
Yeah.
You've done like massive festivals before, like Wacken, Hellfest. How you can compare those festivals with your headlining your own shows? I mean, I guess the vibe is quite different because
it's different. It's different.
Yeah, for me, festivals are like I don't know, vacations, because you go there, you meet a lot of friends, bands, people. You have a lot of catering areas and activities. Even, for example, in Wacken we have hairdresser, we have massage, we have a lot of things. They treat very well the artist, and of course you are exposed to more people. But for me, the a headline tour is always better for me, at least, because you can see how all the venue is there for you. They are singing all the songs. They are vibrating with that. So for me, even they are less people, of course, than in a big festival. For me, is more important.
Yeah, I agree.
Shoganai feels like a defining moment for Ankor. What is the biggest challenge to put this album together?
I don't know. The challenge, I think it's been quite fluent, like quite easy as well. It's, as we started it like in December 2022, because we weren't releasing a full album together, but we released singles. I think the whole process has been very natural. Maybe easier in a way because you don't have this pressure of having a deadline and having to release 10 songs in 2 months. So we've taken our time with every song to produce it, to write it. Same with the videos as well. He makes our music videos. So we've taken our time with every song and put all our love into it. So for me, I feel like it's been an easy process. Obviously, it's a long process because you're releasing music for 2 years and you're writing nonstop and you're producing and you're doing loads of things. But I really like doing it this way.
How things are going right now? I mean, in terms of the way that you're writing songs, you are more confident than when you started, or I mean, you think that you feel more creative after you have like 20 years experience. So this is something huge.
Yeah, I think that, well, we started very young, so also the music in general, music industry has changed a lot during these years. So we grew up with the industry, so with Spotify, YouTube, and all the new platforms. So when we started, I remember that our album was in top 5 sales in MediaMarkt, one of the biggest sales stores in Spain. And now it's not possible because they don't sell CDs anymore. So it's like, if you look back, it's like, wow, a lot of changes. And I think also we grew and we learned a lot of new, different, and, well, for us at least, different styles of music, not only rock or metal. So we try to catch influences from I don't know, for example, K-pop. We like a lot K-pop, electronic music. So I think it's the mix of all these things that now we are doing this. So I think we can be a bit different also regarding the classic metal bands, and maybe that's our key to arrive to new people, I guess.
Ankor blends a little bit of metal, rock, electronic, pop, which is really cool because you can, attract a lot of people on these genres. And you mentioned K-pop. So, who are some of your biggest influences?
Oh, we have loads, actually. We listen to so many music. I would say probably the style that we listen to the least is metal music, actually. On our normal day, a K-pop band, for example, that we both love a lot is Dreamcatcher. They were actually in Barcelona last year in February, and we saw them live, and we loved that show. And then it's so many. I don't know, like even from soundtracks.
Yeah, soundtracks from movies.
Soundtracks. Hans Zimmer, for example, we love. Even Disney movies. I don't know. We listen to so many things. I think it's a mix of everything. And then obviously we pay attention to the sound of big metal bands, because they are an influence, of course, as well. But I think it's a mix of everything we listen to be honest.
That's cool. That's cool. Had to choose a couple of artists who you love to collaborate, whether it's
Dream, huh?
K-pop or whatever.
Yeah.
It's difficult because we admire a lot of artists, but
Maybe I would say Taka from One OK
Taka
Rock,
from One OK Rock
because he's the
would
best
be
singer
really
in the
great.
world.
Yeah, because, we saw them in Razzmatazz 1, I think 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was for me one of the best in singing terms, one of the best performances I've seen. So maybe Taka, could be a good one.
So I know that you are really into Japanese culture as well, and that you're collecting like anime figurines and things like that. So how was your experience when you were in Japan, when you're touring that?
A dream.
It was a dream,
Like, for me, Japan is a dream for all of us, actually. We were lucky to tour in 2017 and then in 2019, twice. And we can't wait to go back. The crowd in Japan is just fantastic. The bands we played with everyone is so talented. There's so much talent in Japan. It's crazy. And one thing that I loved, well, two things actually. One was that there are so many women working as light techs or as sound techs. It's crazy. So many. And they're crazy talented. Like, you just give them the set list and they'll give you, they'll make the perfect lights. And they've never heard of you before, which is insane. And then another thing I like is that when you go to metal shows, it's not just all metal. You'll have maybe 6 or 7 bands in one day. And you have so many different styles. We played once with a jazz band from the States as well. And then we had Japanese bands and then us. And everyone was vibing to all the bands and people were just enjoying music. So that's the thing that I love from Japan. And then obviously their food, their culture, their people, everything, the scenery, everything in Japan is just, we're in love with it. So what are we going to say? Only good things.
All right, so you were live and you played a Dragon's Ball song in Catalan. So did you play the song in Catalan as well in other places, or I'm just curious?
No, we used to change for each country. For example,
I think last year we did it as well
German,
because it was
Akira.
Toriyama's death.
Yeah.
Toriyama,
And then we decided to do like a bit of homage to.
Even we put it in Euskera for when we play in Bilbao. In German, I think, in French too. So,
I want to talk about gear and your vocal technique as well. So first, about there's like any piece of gear or equipment that you can live without when going on stage, like any pedal or guitar or something like that.
To be honest, no. But since we changed into in-ear monitors, for example, instead of using the classic speakers, it's like when you get used to that, you cannot go back because it changed everything. You can listen yourself perfectly.
And if they're the like built-in ears like that fit your shape, that's the ones we have now, and it's
amazing.
Yeah, I think
there's no turning back.
It would be this for me at least.
Yeah, for me too.
That's good.
Definitely. And obviously my microphone, because I'm in love with my mic. It's just beautiful. I have this Sennheiser microphone. That is like an orange gold chrome color, and Sennheiser made it for me specially, and I'm in love with it. So I would have to say.
Yeah. In terms of your vocal technique, of course, you all have a natural talent as well as you like playing the guitar. I need to mention that I play the guitar, so the way that you play is like, whew. So maybe one day, But regarding your vocal technique, how do you keep your voice in shape? Because you are like, mixing sometimes like rapping, like clean voice and then screaming or growls. So there's like any warm up technique that you?
I always warm up before the shows. For like 20-25 minutes. And I never not do it. So I always need to do it before the sound check and before the shows. And that's what saves me, I think. I drink a lot of water as well. A lot. A lot of lemon, ginger, and honey and teas. I don't drink fizzy drinks. No alcohol. So basically I'm all day drinking water or like vitamin drinks or warm teas. And that's what saves me. Now, obviously, I can feel my voice is weird today because of the cold. But then after I warm up, I'm sure I'll be better tonight. So fingers crossed.
For sure.
And lots of rest. That's very important as well. Going to sleep and sleeping for a long night, like 10 hours if I can, I'll do it.
Yeah, I guess it's the same with playing the guitar. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
at the end, it's even if it's like guitar, sometimes it's like
Sometimes you have like
a
pain in
back
the
pain
back,
or
but usually it's not the same as the vocals that you can talk, and so it's okay. If I cannot do some back vocals, nobody will care. but
I'm screwed. I'm more screwed if I catch a cold than you.
What do you do to relax when you're not touring or writing songs?
I think, like at home or on tour?
It's up to you, whatever you want to. Yeah.
Because if it's on tour, I think it's just we hang out normally.
with the band.
We talk. Maybe play on the Nintendo Switch, read a book. But at home, I think for me it's playing video games as well.
Yeah, we watch a lot of TV shows too, or movies.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Well, I don't like to read because I prefer movies because of the music and everything. But Jessie reads a lot of manga too, so
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Do you recommend any movie or something like that? Yeah, or TV show that is like
the one that I'm really looking forward to watching, and we might watch this weekend because we're home, is the season 3 of The White Lotus. Because it came out this week, I think, or like a week ago. And it's set in Thailand, and I really want to watch it because season 1 and 2 are fantastic. So that's something we might do this weekend.
The last thing we saw before tour, it was I think season 2 of Squid Game.
Yeah.
We like it a
no,
lot.
Shogun.
Oh, Shogun, yeah, the Japanese.
Shogun, I think, was the last
show.
series we watched,
Very
and
good.
we loved it.
So what's on your playlist right now? Do you have any guilty pleasures in terms of music, of course?
Actually, like now is probably the time where I'm listening to less music, because of course every day like we're playing shows and the music and the shows as well. But if I had to recommend maybe an album at the moment, one of them would be the last album from Conquer Divide, because they're fantastic and they're really, really good. We're big fans of the band. And yeah, I think the Last Architect song, for example, I love. It's a great single.
Cool.
So
Yeah, and I think the playlist we created for the between the shows.
Yeah.
We put Conquer Divide. We put a lot of music that we like.
And bands from Friends.
Yeah, Fahrenheit. From
We
Girona,
Exist Even Dead.
Exist Even
We're
Dead.
from Barcelona.
Valentine.
They're our crew.
Valentine
basically.
from Madrid. We love that band. It's like
Yeah.
popcore rock band.
Yeah.
It's a
Great
trio
band.
from Madrid that we love. Valentine. Check it out if you can. And yeah, we created that playlist because with the music that we like. So
So you're sharing with the world.
yeah, during the changeovers of the shows, if you listen the playlists, we pick up those songs. We choose the songs.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And my last question: where do you see Ankor in the next 10 years? Of course, you've been releasing a lot of your own music. You've been doing also covers by, I remember, by Eminem or, Billie Eilish. But
I think I'm doing the same.
Yeah.
To be honest, that's where I see
Yeah,
myself.
I hope. Same.
I hope we can still continue doing the same. Just touring around the world, sharing our music with new people, maybe in territories that we haven't been to yet. But yeah, I see myself doing the exact same thing we're doing now. I wouldn't change it. Maybe, I don't know, with more people and
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But
more exposure.
the vibe and everything is the same, I think.
Yeah. So
I think
I
we-
see ourselves the same.
We already achieved what we wanted when we were kids. Because to be able to be here in a nightliner, traveling
With your
across
best
Europe
friends,
with your
yeah,
friends, with good bands, with people every night singing your songs. Even we're not filling arenas is for me at least it's like a dream. This
Yeah, for me too.
what we've done all
It
our
fills my
lives.
heart. Yeah.
That's
Definitely.
amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. After 20 years, I mean, that proves that you got talent. So you're like sharing with the world, your talent. So if you want to add anything else for the interview, feel free to.
Well, if you've never been to an Ankor show, I recommend coming to one, hanging out with us and see if you enjoy it. I think you will. Probably.
I think so.
Sure. Thank you very
And
much.
thank you for having me.